the China Pro League newbie taking on LGD, continuing with the group stage best of threes and the Metamorphosis, or if he does want 1 point in the Conjure, I should say the Reflection for the laning stage. Meantime, they still haven't blocked this camp. Oh, we spoke about it, man. I should have been aware of it. We said they hit level 2, they're going to try and find the Crystal Maiden, they do just that. When the Terrorblade was there, that's some horrible piloting if I've ever seen, and now Terrorblade's going to be under threat. A lot of damage coming through already. Chalice with the level 3. We'll try and close the distance. The armor might just keep him live. FY gonna think about diving actually underneath the tower, and he will be able to get the kill. Trades his life for a bit. More than worth it. The Drow Ranger as well is not the strongest laner. So I think you've got to be pretty happy with the fact that Drow aren't able to fall back to the jungle as well as a Terrorblade. X-Nova actually. 2 points in the Thunderstrike, a lot of damage. Drow's going to turn it on the Legion Commander, however, with the multi-shot. We'll be able to bring him down, and Waxy is going to end up trading his life as well. So if he dies, just like I said, as long as he delays this tower push, but Chalice is going to find him. Or instead, just once again, spamming up the wave. FY is going to hunt him. Faith does have a TP. There's no way to cancel it as well if he wants to. Chalice actually has the ultimate if he's able to get in range. Overgrowth. The cancel, and Paulo Crystal Maiden will fall once again. Bounty runes again. It looks like Wizard is set up. So they'll at least get one. But they might not get all the outposts, and they're already, I mean, you take a look, over 4,000 experience behind, but they're going to try and defend this. Terrorblade will show up as well. Has the Metamorphosis cast, going to bounce around. X-Nova's got the Death Ward if he wants to chuck it out. They'll find the Crystal Maiden. AQ's going to get chased back in as well with the Melody. It's not going to tick out, but FY will find him on the back line. And now with the silence, Terrorblade still not level 6. Chalice is going to try and give him the clicks, and with the Leech Seed, we'll be able to dive underneath the tower. Waxy joins a bit newbie. They're just so far behind and so under-leveled. I mean, they're under-leveled that Crystal Maiden has already respawned. They do have 2 points in the Glimpse, so Chalice brought back the tier 2 tower, but I mean, he's going to be fine. Instead, tries to hide out in the trees, and there you go. 5, 6, and 6. All of the supports from Radiant are higher level than 3 heroes. Also, the core Terrorblade. Wizard's going to get found here, and he will get put down. I'm trying to see where it's all gone wrong. I don't know where to start. I think the Shadow Fiend and the Templar Assassin's rough. And this Park is making so much happen across the map. He'll drop the Coil, Chalice with the follow-up Overgrowth as well. Shadow Fiend is able to get the ultimate off him with the Static Storm, but Treant Protector is way too tanky with the Hood. And Fire is going to continue with the rotation as well. Waxy might get followed off with the Orb. He's going to commit for this. Drawn to the back line. FY still playing very aggressive here. The Glimpse back underneath the tower. Faith does get that Frostbite. Phase Shift going to provide him a little bit of protection. FY won't find the kill. It looks like with the multi-shot now, Faith, a little bit more damage. Drow's going to try and close the distance. A couple more right clicks, dominating spree for the Drow. Down to the net worth. Try and at least get the Shrine. FY will be able to cancel this with Coil. And maybe you're on the back line, but I don't think they have enough in numbers to be able to protect the Legion Commander. The TPs are lasting a little longer than they'd hope, so Wizard looks like he will be fine. Radiant, they send all heroes. They'll probably now use his aggression to take the tier 2 tower top, potentially. Wizard's going to find FY. Static Storm, nice blink away. FY styling on newbie right now. And Chalice is on the hunt. We'll be able to find Wizard. In the back, however, they will find the first kill in a while. AQ with the razors. Cuts down the Witch Doctor. Wizard's going to be able to dispel off the Overgrowth now. And now maybe you're in a Radiant have overset the mark. Chalice is incredibly tanky. Doesn't have the Nature's Guides to get through the trees, but the rest of the boys are going to rotate over. Somnus with that Blink Deso. Finds the Crystal Maiden on the back line. Yeah, I said maybe they've stayed too long, and I guess that was not the case. AQ actually not going to be able to kill Chalice. He's going to be careful. Blink forward. They don't have the Coil grouped up. Somnus one hits over on Waxy. He's going to continue the chase as well. Wizard slowed up. AQ might have to force out the ultimate here for the fear. So a couple of kills. They do at least find X-Nova, who was pretty farmed. FY's got Coil though, and Metamorphosis is now down, and they're going to be able to find the Legion Commander as well. Somnus crits him down. Faith as well as the next target for them. 2 finds for LGD, and they're going to buy back as well. They want to hold this. Glimpse back. They'll find Somnus. He's got the Aegis though, not really the target you want to go on now. Wizard's got to be careful with the press attack. The heal, it's just not enough. Buy back for the Legion. Honestly, they might just call it here. They've still got Aegis for another 50 seconds. A ward inside the base. Somnus might just dive Waxy here. They do get Philosopher's Stone, but I don't think he's going to last that long into the late game. Somnus, blink forward, Waxy, 2 hits, still alive, freezing field. They will blow the Aegis here. Now it looks like Faith is going to trade his life for it. Cask on the backline. Static Storm provides a little bit of space. So we'll keep AQ and the Disruptor alive. But, I mean, Crystal Maiden, that's a dieback for her as well. They're forced to go back and heal. And, yeah, they're well aware if this game is over. AQ, oh, feels so rough for them. Just nothing they can do. Radiant, they'll slow siege the tower. Chow's like, can you stop? You're hurting my ears. I had enough of you pump faking this. GG, they'll drop it. LGD. Wow. I mean, honestly, not much to say. I gave the draft edge to Newbie. I thought the Terrorblade was a really good answer this game. It felt like LGD just styled over them. I mean, I'm going to give full props to LGD. A very convincing victory. 17 minutes in. I mean, they'll probably give it to Wyxy. They banned the Shadow Fiend. I guess just the Somnus Shadow Fiend, and they'll pick up the Conquer themselves. So, a lot of control right now from Newbie. They didn't have too much last game. They actually can kill the Conquer if they toss him under the tower. Conquer's usually pretty tanky, but the Death Prophet, you know, with the Siphon, it is I mean, that max HP is damage. It's actually going to be a pretty good way to deal with the Timber. That's one thing we have not spoke about. I mean, Radiant, actually Faith. Look at the toss further back. Xnova's going to have another Frost Blast up pretty soon as well, but the Morphling doesn't do too much damage at the moment now. Wizard's going to show up to the fight as well. Will pick up a point in the Whirling Death, hits a couple of trees for the bonus damage, and they're going to be able to get first blood on Faith, and FY is going to take a fair bit as well. Make it. Oof. What is happening? Is this a new newbie? Wait, are they? 280, 292. Ooh, does he dive? He wants it. Faith, he's going to get it. Oh, he got it. No. Oh. Well, this is already a better start for them. They get 2 kills. Newbie got 3 bounties. All right, I am all Newbie. Let's go. Oh, FY, toss back. Wizard, without the reactive armor, it's pretty squishy. And it looks like with the extra damage from the tower, he will get brought down. Creeps had already started aggroing onto, I should say, started right-clicking. Wizard still not level 2. This range creep might give it enough. You see Wyxy's trying to right-click it down, but it just doesn't matter. Didn't give him enough, actually. FY could potentially get the core as well. Lich is going to end up falling. Wyxy's already used a lot of his mobility here, and he's going to pay the price. Double kill for that Morphling. Well, they come back. A pretty good answer. But Wizard is struggling at the moment. I mean, 3 deaths, and Timber doesn't play that well from behind, even though I think... Ooh, AQ. So with the Fairy Fire, it looks like with the Swarm from Somnus, that's himself. The first kill over on the Conquer, they're going to be able to get the Courier as well. So Xnova drops a lot more action pack. Rotate back once Somnus gets 6, and then they'll try and get a kill with the ultimate and net them a tier 1 tower as well. Wizard does have a point in the chain. FY can cancel this out of mana. Looks like the toss will be enough. He doesn't make it to the low ground, and poor old Timbersaw is going to end up falling once again. Morphling claims the kill. Has he gone 2 points? He's gone for a 1-1-3 type of build, but the waveform forward. He's got the chain, but Xnova with a Sinister's Gaze slowly drags him back. Adaptive Strike. Not even going to claim the life. Xnova will be able to. Another kill. That's 5 deaths now. Faith's going to get tossed back as well. 3 points in the Siphon. A lot of HP burn damage. Now Faith is going to be careful. Slowly ticking down. Crypt Swarm's just not going to be enough. Now FY is going to be their next target for them. Does have some stick charges to work with the Frost Shield. Going to stop a little bit of the attack damage, but it's just not enough. Still Death Prophet trying to find this Ogre Magi in the backline, and with the Swarm and that additional right-click, Somnus will be able to find him. He's going to turn it on Wyxy now. I mean, getting the life still coming through. And Wyxy's going to be careful. He's got the orb up surely. Tries to make it to the high ground. Will be able to dodge the Swarm as well. Radiant, they rotate 4 heroes. Chalice is going to join them. They want this tier 1 tower. They want it now. And with them taking this without the ultimate, I mean, it's still on cooldown. If they can get this, they're going to be able to then go top and put pressure on the Troll Warlord. With the space as well, it's allowing the Morphling to free farm. Toss back Faith. Unfavorable position for him. AQ doesn't have the ultimate for the run buff. Faith somehow still alive. They do get the X on Somnus. The Frost Shield's going to give him a little bit of protection here. Troll Warlord's going to try and join the fight as well. Doesn't have enough mana for the ultimate with the Prestige attack. Somnus won't be able to disengage, however. Shared bounty's going to come through, but Chalice is under threat. With the slow, they find another kill right now. LGD, heavy emphasis on top of that mid tower, and Dire, they bring the boys to try and defend this, and they will be able to. It is, you know, pre-10 minutes, and that's what the Death Prophet wants, and it's a really nice start for them, though. To be able to find that tier 1 tower. FY. Toss back. Going to be poor old Ogre Magi falling for the 3rd time throughout the game. Troll Warlord with the ultimate as well. Leech Commander does have the pressed attack. Silence is going to prevent that, however. And it is a little greedy not popping it here. And Chalice, Somnus, actually, will get caught here. Nice prevention with that silence. Is going to stop the combination from connecting with the Frost Shield. It's going to stop a lot of damage from the Troll Waller, but they got the burst in the backline. Puck with the abilities, they somehow keep him live. Death Prop with the pressed attack, but they're going to be able to burst him down. And our Troll Waller with the duel. That Battle Trance, just not enough. The duration, he will fall. Chalice as well is going to get brought down as well. So Newbee, another team fight and another tower held. You know, they have attempted this. Unfortunately, you know, they do get the tier 1 top eventually, and they're going to try and group up bot as well. They still have the Exorcism. FY is going to get caught out. Newbee want to try and take a fight down here. Wizard with the rotation coming through, but the silence is going to prevent any follow-up coming. The Coil, Somnus does get the ultimate off. Somehow the Tiny's still alive. Able to juke out through the trees. Coil is going to snap power, and FY will get cut down thanks to the Chakram. Troll is going to join the fight as well with the Diffusal Blade. They'll find X Nova 2 already dead from Radiant. Chain Frost going to bounce over to YXC, but it's not a lot of damage right now, and it looks like LGD, they've overstayed. I mean, they don't have TPs away with all. They're going to try and find the Puck, but a nice Shield Scepter stops the damage from the Death Prop, and the Puck will be able to survive. And our Death, he'll get brought down as well. 4 from Radiant. I mean, these fights are just so chaotic now from LGD. They're still going to go back and Roche. FY can scout this with the tree, but I mean, it still hasn't healed up to full, and it's dropping incredibly fast. And Radiant, they need to try and do something about this. X-Nova, you can get the Chain Frost in between. Chalice is going to blink forward with the Frost Shield. A little bit of protection coming through to the core. It's going to stab. Death Prop chucked into the middle of it all with the BKB. Will be able to get the ultimate off on the side with the Battle Trance. Troll's going to try and beat into him. Morphling on the backline needs to try and find the support. A Phase Shift will be able to keep him alive, but Somnus now the BKB. Battle Trance is over. They're going to be able to find the Troll Wall up with the Jewel. Isn't enough damage, however, to bring him down throughout it. They need the victory, and they will be able to get it. Chalice, 28 damage for him. Troll's going to buy back if they want to try and defend this, and they're going to attempt to. But it's about to fall. They still have Exorcism for a period of time as well. Wakesy, he's stolen! He got the Aegis. It's going to end up falling straight away. Somnus is controlled now. Press the attack. Gets rid of the Diffusal Blade. Troll again. If he falls, this could be disastrous of a fight. A dieback potentially. They find the Lich on the side. A buyback's going to rejoin them as well. F5, Blink getting cancelled. Waxy makes it up to the higher ground. We've seen Morphling constantly dealing with the lane, so we're going to try and find someone with the toss backs. And this is Gaze Conqueror. Is getting controlled at the moment with the Jewel. Should be able to bring him down. Blade Mail is going to help out there. Wizard will show up. Clumsy Net doesn't chain over as well. FY does have the toss available. It's going to send in the Death Prophet, but you got to be careful how deep you go here. Conquer, he does have a buyback. FY with the blink forward. Nice silence. There's no protection right now. They're diving incredibly deep here with Coil. Is going to hold 2 in place. A buyback coming through for the Conquer, but he does not have TP, so won't be able to join the fight for a while. Morphling controlled with the Abyssal Blade, but he's able to get the Mantra off for the last second, so we'll be able to disengage. Another bash coming through. Actually, Morphling, waveform up. They find the Timber. Does have a buyback in now. Troll Warlord without the ultimate. He's got the BKB. We'll be able to disengage for a period of time, but Death Prophet as well pops his own BKB with the Exorcism. Bash, bash, bash. Can they keep him alive? He's able to disengage. However, Troll getting kited up here. No slows at the moment. Siphon slowly ticking him down. LGD taking an incredible fight. Unfortunately, ooh, F5 finds the Ogre. And they got Vision. Wizard's going to try and chase, but Radiant have a very good ward on the high ground. If they delay this back, unfortunately, they don't have Exorcism. Another Coil. Breaks onto 2. Chalice will be able to get him out of the area. F5 still stunned up here, and looks like he's going to get brought down. Somnus now. Abyssal Blade forward. Has the Jewels to cut out the Troll Warlord. X-Nova's going to chuck out the Frost Field. FY opts for the buyback here, but it looks like Death Prophet without the protection coming through from the BKB. He's going to get brought down eventually. FY tries to protect him. Morphling's going to finally show up to the fight here. Troll Warlord doesn't have the lifesteal coming through. The Spirit Vessel is going to be able to prevent this. Chelsea in the backline. The Jewel is down for 110 seconds. No buyback available. AQ as well. This could be another dieback from Newbee. All of a sudden, they just overset the mark. FY is going to be able to find 2 on the backline as well. Avalanche, Wizard, remember he just brought back for the fight as well. It's going to try and get greedy and find the Legion Commander, but if he dies, Newbee, they won't have a high ground defense. Nice blink away. Chalice is going to try and find the supports. They will find Faith. 3 dead on Newbee. 2 don't have buyback. He's gone Shivers. No Aghanims this game. Uh-oh. They're going to double back, actually. They faked the bottom push, and Dire, they aren't all here. Troll's going to get scouted out. Chalice initiation. Won't be able to find anyone, but the Hex Conquer's going to get caught out. There's no protection coming through. He's got a BKB somehow still alive. Going to try and get the Rumbo as well, but it looks like the Jewel will be able to bring him down. Dead for 90. FY hot on the tail as well. It's going to find Faith once again. It feels like the poor old Ogre constantly just getting caught out. At least the other heroes from Newbee are able to survive. And Wizard will be able to deal with mid. Won't deal with top, however. They push incredibly fast. I mean, Morphling just rips through the tower. And this is probably a full lane of Rax. Surprised he pressed the attack himself, but I guess he does hit pretty hard with plus 134 damage. And, you know, as the late game drags on, you start to see a lot of hexes. Well, he's just going to walk off. I mean, Aegis will get claimed. This is a ballsy play from the Morphling, but they haven't TP'd back in time. And there's a DD as well for him to take down bot if he wants it. Linken's does get popped. He's going to be careful if he gets coiled here. And he will. Coil's going to get chucked out, but they find the backline, finds the puck there. It's going to come through with a duel. They have the damage. Timbersaw going to get brought down. Eventually, Reactive Armor. Wizard somehow still alive. He's so tanky. They'll find the Legion. Morphling trying to hunt down Wizard with the burst that will be there. Dead for 120. That's the dieback duration, and he's going to get it. Here we go. Cheese available as well. Hex, they find the Conquer. He doesn't have the X as well. AQ's gonna get caught out with the BKB on the backline. They find the puck. No, it's all crumbling right now from Newbie. The E-Blade kites out the Troll ward. A lot of buybacks coming through, but Troll will end up falling a second full lane of Rack. Somnus has the next exorcism to work around with, but they drop the coil. Two's getting control. BKB Satanic ready and waiting for the Morphling. The coil's going to break and they'll be fine. Morphling actually trying to find this support on the backline. Doesn't have the damage at the moment. Still Wizard off to the side, but Dire, they force a lot of buybacks here. If they lose this fight, this could just be game. With the Replicant Whirling Death, they're going to tear through the Timbersaw. That percent damage way too strong to press the attack. No, Abyssal Blade will control up the Death Prophet. Timber up to the high ground. Morphling will be fine. It looks like X-Nova's going to sacrifice his life here, but Puck. Uh-oh, Chalice, Blink available, BKB in a couple of seconds as well. They need to stop this with initiation. He gets a BKB off the patch! No, they got the control coming through the first touch as well. Leech Commander's gonna get cut out here. The Magic Lamp will give him a little bit of protection, but it doesn't matter. The core's still not gonna break just yet, but he does have a buyback. They need to get the Aegis with the diebacks coming through potentially from Newbie. It's still up. Troll's down for 120. They get the swap away as well. Somnus takes everything. Faith's gonna fall. They're all just down with the dual Conquer. Their last hope. Dead for 120. Recover, but the recovery just isn't enough in the end. Maybe a little bit of throw as well. LGD, incredible performance to be able to come back. We predicted Newbie in both games, and I thought we were going to get it right in the second game, but LGD, man. Wow, incredible performance this series.